Hi, welcome to High Growth with Think Tech Hawaii. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. HTDC is Hawaii's tech evangelist, supporting innovation, tech, manufacturing, and entrepreneurship in Hawaii. And there's so many awesome things going on that we want to share them with everybody. And this is the place we do it. So thank you for joining us. And our awesome guests today are Tony and Anoka Jung from Hawaii Techworks. And HTDC, being a state agency, we're challenged with being able to support tech and innovation throughout the state. We do have an office in Manoa and also a facility on Maui, but with our outreach efforts, I am so pleased and excited to announce that we have a new partnership with Hawaii Techworks to share programming and resources with the Big Island. So we are Skyping today with Tony Marzi, who is the president and founder of Hawaii Techworks. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yay! And also Anoka Jung, who is the director of Hawaii Techworks. Okay, this is our first Skype show, so you'll have to forgive any weirdness. But I'm excited. This is very cool. I like it. And so interestingly enough, both of you are remotely working. Is that correct? Or Tony, are you on the Big Island?
I'm not on the Big Island right now. I probably wouldn't have power or internet if I was.
So where are you now?
Right now I'm also in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow. And also Anoka is based in D.C. as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Tony's usually at an airport, so you caught him in a rare moment where he's actually not sitting in an airport lounge.
Wow, that is crazy. How do you, well, okay, first off, let's kind of go over briefly what Hawaii Techworks is. What is the vision for Hawaii Techworks?
Vision of Hawaii Techworks was born out of it's pretty basic need that I saw growing up there and going to school in Hilo is that you've got a lot of tech talent, you've got a lot of great people that are coming up in their career, but not many access to opportunities. And so that was the idea, and I asked myself, I wonder if we get people together, if we get people talking, working together, maybe some interesting things will happen. And I think that's definitely been the case. So the vision and the mission is really just to help promote that and be a hub for people to get their careers moving.
That's great. And how does it work with you supporting the program remotely?
Yeah, we've got one of the big things that we've always been about is our community and our people working together, and so from day one with our tech meetup and with our design lab co-working space, those are all things that immediately drew attention from folks, and we've been doing this for over a year and a half, close to 2 years now, and we've got some of the same people that have been helping out from day one, that are contributing in various ways, whether it's audio, video, whether it's graphic design, whether it's event planning and coordinating, or doing very specific kinds of meetups, whether maybe it's web developers, maybe it's social media. And so there's I think there's a pent-up need to do these kinds of things, and so we've just kind of provided a venue and just getting people together. So
And if I could jump in,
yeah,
in terms of Tony's on the ground there quite a bit. About half of his time he's on the ground, specifically in Hilo, and then for me in DC, I have come back and forth a few times, but for the most part I'm remote in DC, and a large part of our outreach success and community building has been through things like Google Hangout, which is a lot like Skype that we're doing right now, and doing our monthly meetup, making sure that our social media message is, which you can do from anywhere, is letting people know what we're doing and keeping the community engaged. And I'm really impressed with how engaged everyone has stayed, and I think that goes towards everyone and the high level of interest that there is.
Yeah. I mean, we talk a lot about what's possible with getting something done remotely with technology, but it's really, I mean, it rests on the relationships, right? And so we've always made that the priority. And I think in a community like Hilo in East Hawaii, it's very one-on-one. It's a very relational kind of place, and so we keep that in mind. And even when people are on travel or we're on site on premise, we all make it work. So And a big part of that is connectivity and having access to high-speed internet too, right? That keeps us all together, and it's important for business and as well as community.
Yeah, and HTDC's support, if I can just use the acronym, has been really crucial in that regard. We're really appreciative.
No, we're excited to partner with you guys. Do you find a lot of people have come back to the Big Island, like your classmates, or are people attracted to the Big Island to start a business or to do some tech?
Yeah, I mean, one great example is, our newest member. He, grew up in Hilo and found himself working for a web design firm in Southern California. And as one of the partners of that firm, he's able to come back here, and now he's running his business remotely for a year and kind of seeing if he can make it work. And I think a lot of people are of that same kind of mind. I can think of a number of other people that have built careers elsewhere, but are trying to asking that question: how do I make it work here? How do I make it here, right?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Is there a lot going on in tech and innovation on the Big Island?
I think there's a lot coming up. We just had our first demo day a couple months ago. We had 7 businesses that a year ago, pretty good chance they didn't exist and they were only an idea. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that points that there is a growing momentum. It's going to be slow, and it's going to, kind of in this for the long haul, because you recognize that there's a lot that goes on to really build a thriving tech sector. I mean, HTDC has been working that for many years as well. So as long as we're making, gains, and I think we've been doing surprisingly quickly. So pretty confident, yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're building up some capacity on the Big Island. Like, just there's talent growing on the Big Island.
It's amazing, because every time you think, okay, I think I've kind of talked to everyone I know who's who, and there's always someone that comes out of the woodwork. Like, they'll have been working on some project that just kind of blows you away, and you're like, wasn't expecting that, coming out of Hilo, but I guess that's a good problem.
Definitely, that's great. And then you're given a place to get together with like-minded people. So that's kind of cool to grow.
Yeah.
What are some of the unique challenges of being on the Big Island?
There's a couple that come to mind. One is that, and this is as a balance between Honolulu and Hilo, is that we have a lot of technical talent. But there's, to make a full business picture, you also need the access to market opportunity. You need the financial tools, at different kinds and different stages for businesses to grow. And, so one end of it is, maybe the right kind of financing isn't available. And that's, that comes with a lot of kind of knowledge-based businesses as opposed to asset-based businesses. Another end of it too is, even though we have a lot of talent, a lot of them are mainly freelance throughout most of their career. So just from a pure professional development point of view, maybe if someone went to the mainland and worked for maybe 5 years out of school, and then compared to someone that maybe stayed on the Big Island for 5 years, the quality and capacity of those opportunities may not have been as much. So there is, how do we overcome that, and how do we maintain that competitiveness? That's always that's something I've been thinking about a lot. And then overall, I think there's probably a lot of just general maturity in how the rest of the community views its own tech community, whether the business community looks at it, and how what they think is available as well. So maybe that's just a kind of regional marketing issue to overcome as well.
I think Hawaii in general.
Maybe Hawaii in general, yeah.
Right. I mean, from my perspective, I in DC, I think it comes down to access. And Hawaii itself, it's just getting resources in, getting resources out, whether that's human capital or high-speed internet. It's always that extra added challenge just because of the logistics. And then you have the Big Island. If you have these logistical issues, of course, most of the resources are going to be focused on, say, Oahu, which is, perfectly reasonable. But, that you extrapolate that out to what's going on in the Big Island, everyone's spread out, everyone's dispersed. connectivity is not great. Access to things like good mentors, things that people don't even know or even aware are available to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, but so Hawaii Techworks is helping to improve it, and I know you guys do an awesome job live streaming your events, which is
Yeah, we are trying to help fill that gap. Yes.
Yeah. No, and that's what's so great about our recent partnership with HTDC, because if you think about it, it's little things like this which help build those bridges and that access, and even just making the introductions, just being aware of what's happening in Hilo, and little things like our kind of small tech tidbits like 15-minute segments we've been doing with some members. These are all little things, but it kind of builds that there's a broader community out there. And one of our big kind of pushes this year is to integrate more into the statewide community of tech, right? Because Maui has some stuff going on. There's a new Kauai Makers group that just got together. And so I think the more that we're all talking, hopefully the smaller the state will feel. And I think that's going to be good for everyone.
Definitely. We're excited.
And I just think a lot of natural and organic development and capacity comes from just that part. So it's very important.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is High Growth with HTDC, and my guests today are Tony Marzi and Anoka Jung of Hawaii Techworks, and we'll be right back.
Aloha. My name is David Day. I host Think Tech Asia, and we talk about international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and we broadcast live every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock and on Olelo 54. Make sure you tune in, and we'll see you there.
Aloha, this is Keli'i Akina. It's my privilege to be the host of Ehana Kako, a weekly program on the Think Tech Hawaii Broadcast Network. Ehana Kako, what does that mean? Well, many people have heard of Epule Kako, let's pray together. Ehana Kako means let's work together. Let's work together to build a better economy, government, and society. And every week, Monday, from 2 to 3 o'clock, you will see movers and shakers and other people who are working together to build a better economy, government, and society. Again, I'm Keli'i Akina on the Ehana Kako weekly program on the Think Tech Hawaii Broadcast Network. Aloha. See you here Mondays 2 to 3.
Hi, welcome back. This is High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki, and I wanted to let you know what is coming up in events. So, the Made in Hawaii Festival is this weekend. This is an awesome event, and it starts Friday, August 15th, and it runs till Sunday at the Neil Blaisdell Arena and Exhibition Hall. It's huge. Check out hundreds of locally made products, including food demos and samples, and everybody loves samples. So come check it out this weekend. Wetware Wednesday, we'll be celebrating 3 years of networking events. That's pretty good for a monthly tech event to keep going for 3 years. This month's event will be sponsored by Blue Planet Software and Civil Beat and featuring High Capacity. That's going to be Wednesday the 27th at Club 1144. We're going to be celebrating the successes and partnerships that have come out of Wetware Wednesday. So if you have a success that you'd like to share with us, please send it to me at cindy@htdc.org. On August 21st, HTDC is hosting the seminar called Social Media and the Law. What are the laws that apply to social media usage? And learn how to protect your business and yourself and spot legal issues that arise when using social media. And speaking of law, if you need any legal advice, HTDC is offering free legal guidance in partnership with the Business Law Corps. You can sign up for a 30-minute appointment at the Manoa Innovation Center this month. Please visit htdc.org/legal to sign up. For those of you who want to take your business to the next level, HTDC, in partnership with the Better Business Bureau and BizGym, is offering a 15-seminar series on business development called Biz Island. This series will cover visioning, positioning, products, sales, and marketing. You can register for individual workshops or sign up for the whole series, and it will be hosted at the Manoa Innovation Center. But we will also be streaming it to viewing hubs, so look out for that. Lastly, calling all SBIR Phase 1 winners. HTDC offers the state's matching fund for up to 50% of your Phase 1 award. So if that's you and you've won a Phase 1 recently, please contact us at sbir@htdc.org. And now we are back to our lovely guests, Tony and Anoka from Hawaii Techworks on the Big Island. So I've been to the Big Island a few times. I have some family on the Big Island, and it's beautiful. What do you find are some of the benefits to being on the Big Island?
I think one of my favorite things is that across the street from Hawaii Techworks is Rainbow Falls. And I'll tell you what, especially when I'm on a conference call with folks on the mainland, there's nothing better than sitting across from the waterfall and taking my call outside. I would have to say that's one distinct advantage.
Have you attracted anybody with that technique? Have you said, oh, they said, I got to come there?
I've had quite a few people come out, actually, yeah, so.
Well, he convinced me to sign on, so.
Yes.
That is awesome. That is a really good benefit. I wish Manoa Falls were closer, but no.
Yeah.
It's a good hike away from us, but that's great. So I wanted to bring up some photos. We, HTDC, several of us were there at Hawaii Techworks to celebrate our partnership and then also join you for one of your Tech Tuesday events. What is your Tech Tuesday events?
Go ahead, Anoka.
Oh, what is? Oh, we started about a year ago, actually more than a year ago now, and it's a monthly meetup geared towards. It was how we began our outreach efforts to the community, and so people didn't know what each other was doing, what was going on in the tech and design community, what was going on in the startup and entrepreneur community, and so this monthly meetup is an opportunity for people to learn about what everyone else is doing. We like to do a little informal networking with it, and then the formal event itself is we usually have maybe one or two presenters, talk about what's going on or what they're working on. One of our recent speakers was, Sandra Dawson of TMT, which was really nice to know. It was about 30-meter telescope. But we've had a long list of really solid presenters. This actually really is a lot going on Big Island, and it's been an opportunity to get that word out, both to the community who's able to attend in person, and then obviously when we started streaming it to the islands at large.
Yeah, that's great. You guys do an awesome job of live streaming. I wanted to pull up some pictures of the event that we attended. So we had some VIPs, and there's Tony, and there's Robbie from HTDC. She's our director. And then we have some representatives from Ledge also, from the Big Island. Yeah. So this space is like a conference room space?
That's correct.
That you guys can use for events?
Exactly, yeah. And so our facility is co-located with HCOC, the Hawaii County Economic Opportunity Council. And they've been, really very supportive and of the mission, what we're doing with Hawaii Techworks. And so they happen to have some facility space and invited us to work up there, as well as right next door to the Rainbow Falls Cafe. So there's Hawaii Techworks,
that's great.
Fantastic coffee shop, and then across the parking lot upstairs is the conference room. And so one of the benefits to our members is the ability to, go ahead and reserve that conference room, and it's
that's
I think
great.
you can sit about 60 comfortably, or with stand as well. So I think that's a great resource.
Yeah, and then we saw you and Robbie signing the proclamation of our partnership, which is exciting. And then also, what was that last picture? Oh, I think the last picture was just a live streaming example of one of your events. But yeah, that's great. You could just stay at Hawaii Techworks, go to the falls, you can get some food. And then you guys have some equipment, right? Some maker equipment.
Yeah, we do have a couple of things going for us. One of the things we just got is a new laser cutter system. So
that's cool.
we've been getting some people trained up on that this past week. And I mean, I like toys as much as any other guy, so it's kind of been fun to mess with. And I've got it set up where I can VPN and fire off jobs from anywhere. So.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. We've also got one of our members who's got a small CNC machine, and he's been doing some amazing work with Koa wood. another guy who's been really into 3D printing. So it's
Wow.
there's a good balance, I think, between some of the maker side of things and then also more of a pure co-working sense. And what I notice is that it kind of the pendulum swings between more co-working, more makerspace, but we try to be responsive to what where the membership is going in that sense.
And one of the things that's great about this partnership that I'm looking forward to is that our clients, either from Hawaii Techworks or the Manoa Innovation Center or even the MRTC, which is our other facility on Maui, will be able to co-work space at the different facilities if they are traveling. And that is exciting to me. So I'm looking forward to that. Any last words before we wrap up?
No, I mean, I guess the one thing that that I really do want to emphasize is that how important it is for us to be talking and sharing each other's works, and so we have all the tools. We've got so many incredible social media platforms and communication platforms.
Definitely.
Like 2 years ago when I first got Hawaii Techworks going with Anoka, Google Drive was just the new thing, right? And it's incredible how much we've used that to just build an organization, and so what's left is for us to make the commitment to build those relationships and keep the conversation going. So, and thanks for having us on. We're really appreciative.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's so many good things going on the Big Island. That we got to share this stuff. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to join us and share what's going on with us. And we look forward to hopefully hearing more from the Big Island, from Hawaii Techworks, and even from
Definitely.
DC. Yeah. All right.
Definitely.
So thank you guys for joining us, and thank you, audience, for joining us and supporting Hawaii's tech and entrepreneur community. And this has been High Growth with HTDC on Think Tech Hawaii, and we will see you next time. Thanks.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Jay Fidel. On Mondays between 1 and 2, we do the SOEST show. That's the School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology at UH. We have remarkable guests on the faculty and the research staff from the school. Come and watch us Monday, 1 to 2. I'm Jay Fidel. On Mondays between 1 and 2, we do the SOEST show. That's the School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology at UH. We have remarkable guests on the faculty and the research staff from the school. Come and watch us Monday, 1 to 2.
So you guys live?
I'm Jay Fidel. On Mondays between 1 and 2, we do the SOEST show. That's the School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology at UH. We have remarkable guests on the faculty and the research staff from the school. Come and watch us Monday, 1 to 2.
Aloha. My name is David Day. I host Think Tech Asia, and we talk about international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and we broadcast live every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock and on Olelo 54. Make sure you tune in, and we'll see you there. Aloha.
Aloha, this is Keli'i Akina. It's my privilege to be the host of Ehana Kako, a weekly program on the Think Tech Hawaii broadcast network. Ehana Kako, what does that mean? Well, many people have heard of E Pule Kako, let's pray together. Ehana Kako means let's work together. Let's work together to build a better economy, government, and society. And every week, Monday, from 2 to 3 o'clock, you will see movers and shakers and other people who are working together to build a better economy, government, and society. Again, I'm Keli'i Akina on the Ehana Kako weekly program on the Think Tech Hawaii broadcast network. Aloha. See you here Mondays, 2 to 3.
Hello, I'm Martin Despang, and I'm the host together with the one and only Ali Yamashita, and our show is called Urban Transcendence. And Urban Transcendence is about identifying where we have a unique situation of a vibrant city in one of the most beautiful natural environments. So how these two can coincide, sometimes conflict, how they could find reciprocity in the 21st century is what we're excited about. And we're planning on bringing in a diverse body of guests, both from the arts and the science and the established and the wise and the emerging generation. So hope you will join us. We'll always be on Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Thank you.
I'm Hong Jiang, host for Asia in Review on Tuesdays.
And I'm David Day, host for Asian Review on Thursdays. Both of us broadcast our respective shows at 4 p.m.
And my topics tend to deal with questions related to environment, culture, history, and sometimes human rights.
And my shows tend to be on international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and national security. And you can watch our shows live on the ThinkTech website at thinktechhawaii.com.
And you can also watch us on YouTube or Olalo.
So come join us on Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'm David Day.
And on Tuesdays at 4 p.m., I'm Hong Jiang.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha kako. Hello everybody. Ted Ralston is my name, the host of the ThinkTech Hawaii program, Where the Road Leads, where we talk about how technology is assisting in achieving the future of business and life here in Hawaii. Tune us in 4 to 5 every Friday where we have guests, we have subjects to discuss. In fact, if you'd like to suggest a subject, let us know. And we're of course on Olelo 54 as well. We'll see you then.
Aloha. My name is David Day. I host ThinkTech Asia, and we talk about international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and we broadcast live every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock and on Olelo 54. Make sure you tune in, and we'll see you there.
Aloha, this is Keli'i Akina. It's my privilege to be the host of Ehana Kako, a weekly program on the ThinkTech Hawaii broadcast network. Ehana Kako, what does that mean? Well, many people have heard of Epule Kako, let's pray together. Ehana Kako means let's work together. Let's work together to build a better economy, government, and society. And every week, Monday, from 2 to 3 o'clock, you will see movers and shakers and other people who are working together to build a better economy, government, and society. Again, I'm Keli'i Akina on the Ehana Kako weekly program on the ThinkTech Hawaii broadcast network. Aloha. See you here Mondays 2 to 3.
Hello, I'm Martin Despang, and I'm the host together with the one and only Ali Amashta, and our show is called Urban Transcendence. And Urban Transcendence is about identifying where we have a unique situation of a vibrant city in one of the most beautiful natural environments. So how these two can coincide, sometimes conflict, how they could find reciprocity in the 21st century is what we're excited about. And we're planning on bringing in a diverse body of guests, both from the arts and the science and the established and the wise and the emerging generation. So hope you will join us. We'll always be on Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Thank you.
I'm Hong Jiang, host for Asia in Review on Tuesdays.
And I'm David Day, host for Asian Review on Thursdays. Both of us broadcast our respective shows at 4 p.m.
And my topics tend to deal with questions related to environment, culture, history, and sometimes human rights.
And my shows tend to be on international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and national security. And you can watch our shows live on the ThinkTech website at thinktechhawaii.com.
And you can also watch us on YouTube or Olalo.
So come join us on Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'm David Day.
And on Tuesdays at 4 p.m., I'm Hong Jiang.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Hi, welcome to High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. HTDC is the state's tech evangelist. We are supporting all tech, innovation, entrepreneurship, and manufacturing. And there's so many great things going on in Hawaii. And there is one awesome event that shows a lot of them off. And that's what we're here to talk about today. My guest today is Amy Hammond of Special Events Hawaii. She's the president. And are you the founder of Special Events Hawaii?
I am.
Great, that is awesome. And she is organizing the whole Made in Hawaii Festival, which is happening this weekend. And you've done many of them, is that right?
I have,
How
yes,
many?
about 16. This is actually our 20th anniversary.
Ooh, is there something different going on because it's 20th anniversary?
Well, we're going to do something very exciting. Actually, we're working with the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism to do a new product showcase, which actually a lot of our products that are at the Made in Hawaii Festival have been new over the years, because we're kind of like a business incubator where people can test run their products and see what flavors do best, or colors and that kind of a thing. But this is more of a focus this year. So we'll be working with Innovate Hawaii, who will be having some food manufacturers there, and some of the products actually that we have on the table are going to be some of those featured partners. We also have Hi-Fi, who's going to be doing a fashion show a couple days for us, and they'll be having a lot of their new exhibitors. And also the Hawaii Retail Association, the Culture and Retail Association will be there, and they'll be doing some demonstrations as well. So it's really a nice combination. And then there's also entertainment in the Pikaki room as well.
Wow, there's a lot going on.
It is.
And then I heard there's food demos too.
We have cooking demonstrations. Actually, every other hour we either have a top entertainer that's like a Haliana award-winning chef, or we have a Hoko award-winning entertainer. So we really have a nice combination, and that goes throughout Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That is a big event, and I am just in awe that you can coordinate all of that. That's amazing. And then, to your comment about how it's a good kind of test market, how many people go through this event?
We had 40,000 people there last year. So we have a little over 450 vendors that participate. So it's a nice opportunity for people to kind of leisurely go through. You can actually come back another day because it's very affordable. We have just $5 tickets, and we offer $1 off coupons available at First Hawaiian Bank branches.
Oh, great.
And it's very affordable. And then kids under 6 are free.
Oh, great. And First Hawaiian Bank is the title sponsor?
They're the title sponsor, and they've been with us for 20 years, so we're really happy with that partnership. And then welcoming DBED this year.
That's great. And then maybe kind of give us an overview of what the Made in Hawaii Festival is.
Well, really what it started as 20 years ago, David Morihara envisioned it as a business incubator for the state, and wanted to have a place where the manufactured goods here in Hawaii could really be focused on, and kind of show people that they can purchase and have that trickle down. And as it was established, it started actually very small, very humble, and grew, I think, with about 60 booths. And so it has really grown from there. Now we have about 35% of our exhibitors come from the neighbor islands.
That's great.
So we've been very fortunate to have a lot of growth over the year, and I think local products now have become very chic. Whereas back then we were kind of convincing people, you want to support locally. I think they saw the products from other places as being more sophisticated, and so now it's kind of a little bit more, I guess, hip, to buy from your neighbor.
And I think there's more awareness of how dependent we are on food coming in. So if we can just support Hawaii people more.
Right, and I think just the quality too, as people realize, especially with food, we do have a lot of food, but we also have a lot of other products. I mean, on the table here, I have rubber slippers. That's something that's made here. So we really have we have soap that's made on the Big Island, and it uses a lot of different products inside of it. We even have a chocolate soap where they use cacao as part of a scrub. And so when you look at the other things that, it's not just food at the Made in Hawaii Festival. We do have a lot of people doing other things, a lot of crafts and beautiful jewelry. So it's really a great variety.
That's great. And then I guess the Hawaii Food Industry Association?
Yes.
Is what would you call them?
Yeah, well, the Hawaii Food Industry Association actually founded this event in conjunction. I think they had talked with David Morihara, and he had expressed that, he was trying to find something that they could bring out that would really kind of showcase these products. And so they came up with this, and like I said, started very humbly with plants and things, and now we do have plants, and we have all the chefs, but it really has grown. And I think the community, we also invite buyers to come from all over the world. So it's visitors coming now. This year we're going to have a trolley that goes between Waikiki and Hilo Hatties and a shuttle from Hilo Hattie to the festival.
Oh, that's great.
That's free.
Mm-hmm.
So we have quite a few things that we've continued to add over the years and to incorporate visitors more. And of course, and now incorporating some of the tech things, the social media, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, so all of that has really helped for a lot of growth for us as well.
That's great. I know. And I went last year and it was just amazing. Like it blew me away how many products there are that are actually made in Hawaii. And you actually sent over some pictures from last year's event. So maybe we can kind of show some of those too. So I guess these are some of the vendors that.
Yeah, we have a lot of our old-time favorites. That's Kailani, who does Kailani spices. She's been with us for many years. And, it's amazing to me that every year when I see these things, I think, nobody can come up with something different. But every year they have different products, different flavors and things. And it's just incredible the innovation that's here.
That's great.
Yeah, we've really, like I said, seen quite a lot of growth, and we don't really expect it to slow down. We have a waiting list for people to participate in the festival.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, this is one of our cooking demonstration, and this is one of our longtime vendors, Sandy, the gal who has the shell lays there. She's does the Ni'ihau shell lays and has been with us for quite a long time, and
beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice, and she does even repairs there. So you find things that are really unique to the festival. So I think it kind of has a grassroots feel, even though it's gotten to be bigger over the years. A lot of the vendors are like friends when they come. I consider them my friends. I'm the luckiest person. I get to shop as my job and support them.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen some people for all 16 years.
Absolutely, and I have made a lot of good friends, and it's really fun to see their businesses grow and to be part of helping them grow their businesses as well.
That's great.
It's exciting.
Do most of these companies have like a storefront, or are some of these do they just do it for this event?
Many of them do. A lot of other ones, there are a lot of mom and pops who just have things in the garage. Actually, CJ Metals is one of them. They just have a shop in their garage kind of a thing, and they sell it primarily at the Made in Hawaii Festival.
Wow.
And they're able to exist with that type of a business because we do get such a good turnout. But I think it's also because the buyers come, and we've actually calculated, so over the 3-day period from the buyers that come, we have a special showing on Friday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And during that time we have about $10 million in sales that transacts. Now that's not physically there, but that's what we've tracked. And then in the course of the remaining year in residual income, it's about 15 million. So you can really see what's coming back. So these buyers are coming, they're finding the new things. It's kind of like this all encompassing location that they can come and find out who's new and what's exciting, what's different. They can meet the people without a middleman, and they can make those arrangements to purchase things and then take them to their stores all over the world.
Wow.
So it's really a great thing for our economy. You really see a lot of trickle back. And then I think there's a lot of business to business going on, which is Innovate Hawaii, which is one of our sponsors also this year, has been really helpful in having us kind of work on developing those partnerships and grow the business to business, because somebody might have ginger, somebody might have chocolate. Then all of a sudden now there's ginger chocolate. And they might not have even thought of partnering with that other person. They may be getting it from the mainland. So that is really helping to grow our state and to help give back. Yeah.
Okay. Pull your hair back. Sorry. That's great. Do you know, I was going to ask, do you see any trends as far as internationally, where, like, what countries are more interested in Hawaii products?
Well, we do work, again, with the state. We have a group of buyers that are coming in this year from Taiwan, also from Canada. We've had other ones, I believe, from Korea before. So we do have them coming in. They're looking, they're very interested. We try to set up as much as we can to have meetings so that they can have one-to-one meetings.
Wow, that's great. With the companies. Wow, that is great. So I was going to ask, so if I'm a company and I have a product, how do I know I qualify to be at the Made in Hawaii Festival?
Well, there is a state law about what qualifies you to be considered made in Hawaii, and it's basically boils down to 51% value added, manufactured, fabricated, or produced here in the state. And it's on our website. The ruling is on our website. It's managed by the Department of Agriculture, who does the enforcement of it. Used to be with the Department of Weights and Measures, and so now it's fallen to the Department of Agriculture, and they will oversee all of that. So when people are signing up to participate in the Made in Hawaii Festival, we have them fill out an affidavit stating that they do comply. We have a valuation form that they fill out. So we do screen them. They have to go through that process and photographs. And you know, if they are found that it's not, then they're in deep trouble.
Wow. Oh, especially if they're marketing themselves as
Absolutely.
Ah, interesting. But I'm still surprised that there's so many vendors. That's great. That is amazing. And then, what can we expect to see there when we go? Like, how do we make the most of the event? Because I know it's huge and it's
well, I think, you know, if you plan the day, you can start in either the arena or the exhibition hall and work your way through the aisles. But we have a program, so you can always refer. This is our program that we're going to be passing out this year. So we will, you know, has a map and everything in it, and people can kind of track down. So you know, you could mark the folks that you think, oh, maybe I want to come back and see these folks later on. Sometimes, you know, people will go through, there is a lot of food sampling, there's a lot of art. So it kind of just depends on what you really look for. So people have different strategies, whether they're going to take the program and plot where they want to go, but I'm sort of do mine systematically as I go through. But like I said, you can come back a second day because it is very affordable, and there's plenty to do with the entertainment and the cooking demonstrations, and you can relax there, take a break in between.
And is it separated? Like, is the arena one side and the
It is,
exhibition
and
hall?
we have a little connection area that you go through. So
I mean, is like food on one side and products on the
no,
other side, or is it
we
just
really
all...
have it all mixed together, and that's kind of just been because basically a lot of the exhibitors that started with us, the way they were placed. I know some of the food shows, they have more like food in the arena and activities in the exhibition hall, but we have found that it's best to kind of mix it up a little bit and give people a little bit more variety. It spreads the traffic out a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want everybody on one side. That's true. Maybe we can go over some of these.
Sure.
Some of these products. They're so beautiful.
Yeah. So actually, the bioastin here is right in front. I was going to show you these. That's grown on the Big Island. That's the you've seen I'm sure over the years. It's one of the vitamins that you can take. It's very good for you. It's made with a lot of the spirulina. One of our really great companies here. So they've been with us for a few years, and then, you know, like I said, very diverse things. Even then we have chili pepper water here. And these folks from
chili pepper water.
Yeah, so they're from Maui. That's this one here, and those are also from Maui. The Adobo Loco is a hot sauce. We have Iconi Plantation in the purple bag. That's the coffee from the Big Island, so Kona coffee.
Wow.
So it's great representation. And then Kona chips is another one that we have down there. So like I said, it's an opportunity for a lot of people to see these products that aren't here in Hawaii, I mean on Oahu all the time. So they get a chance to kind of check that out. But we do have a lot of new exhibitors this year. Kahala Fresh is one that's here. We also have this Life Foods, which is vegetarian, has a lot of options with non-GMO, organic. So that'll be really, really good thing to check out as well.
Yeah, and the packaging looks so professional. Like it looks like it should be on the shelf already at all the stores. That's great. I mean, one more question. Do you see any trends as far as products go, like over the years? Is there...
Well, it's like I said, I've always been really impressed that I keep thinking, what can there possibly be, you know, that we don't have? And then every year I'm just so taken by are so many new and different things. Tea is one, for example. This is the Mauna Kea tea. That's, you know, right in front of you. That's going to be a new one this year. We had vetiver tea, which is from a root that they're growing now to use to help sustain like landscaping and things where there are areas where it's slipping. And you know, so I think, well, where do you get tea from this plant? But you know, I think people are just very, very creative.
Great. We're going to have to wrap. There's so much information to go over, but I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I know you must be so busy, and so I'm really grateful that you came down and shared about the event. It's going to be this weekend, starting Friday. Do you know what time it starts Friday?
It's 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Great, at the Neil Blaisdell Center Arena and Exhibition Hall. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And this has been High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki, and we'll be back. Thank you.